There's your Monday motivation. Bam. Welcome. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Did you have a good weekend? It was nice to get some of the snow melted off around here. I think I'm going to actually get up into around 60 degrees this week. But hey, it's the Midwest, it's Chicago. I remember once living in Ohio when I was working in radio, I got snowed into the radio station I was working at in April because of a blizzard that hit in April. So, and I also remember, you guys remember the Chicago Marathon? Not all that, maybe 10, 15 years ago, that was canceled because it was so hot in October, like 90 plus degree. Crazy, crazy. Welcome to Motivational Monday. On Mondays, we get together. Every weekday, we get together at this time to talk voiceover so I can share some tips, tricks, strategies, something to help you make money in your voiceover career. So it's not just a hobby, it's not just a passion. So you can actually make it a business, a career, something to support you and your family. That's my heartbeat. That's my pulse. That's my mission as a voiceover coach. And of course, I am a full-time voiceover talent. As a matter of fact, I had a busy, busy voiceover weekend. I try to set aside the weekends to do, like my grandsons both had a football game yesterday. We get out, try to do that. And so I try to stay away from voiceover on the weekends. But man, it was just, gosh, it was coming in at a pace that I have never seen it come in since I started this for a weekend. I had some stuff to record. I record a lot for the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association for their TV shows. And I've been recording, like the open and the close for their Easter broadcast for a while, and they had an urgent request there. I had a client who had some urgent political ad requests and then some e-learning, a lot of it. I mean, like a lot of it. So it was a good week. I mean, I'm always thankful to work, so it was a good weekend. So it's time to get some motivation. Are you ready for some motivation? Here's my motivational quote for you this morning. It comes from former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, who said, "Everyone has a plan until they what? Get punched in the face. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face." It happens. It happens to everybody. Now, the first thing to when you get punched in the face, the thing that you have to decide is, number one, is it just life? Because I don't care. The best laid plan, it can be the right plan. It can be a great plan, but it doesn't mean it's going to go according to your fantasy of how that's going to go. Usually when we fantasize about something we love, we don't anticipate bumps in the road, difficulties, or even punches in the face. We just don't anticipate that. And then when we do get punched in the face, we think, well, that's a bad plan. Why did I think, why did I want to do that? Well, no, that's just the way life is. You're going to be challenged. Anything that you do, you are going to be challenged. But could it also be that that punch in the face is just a big red flag saying, whoa, back up, reconsider what you're doing. This is a really bad choice. Now, let me give you a for example. I mentioned this last week during one of our get-togethers where we were talking about, do you really need an agent? And my first VO marketing plan, I put that in air quotes, a marketing plan with a roll of the eye, which was given to me by a voiceover professional early on in my career, was that what I needed to do to market myself was to get an agent. That was that. Here's the plan: get an agent. Okay. Well, I did that. I got the pro demo, did what I needed to do. I got a legit major market agent. What happened? Bam! I got punched in the face. Actually, here I am 17 years, almost 18 years later. I've never booked a job through that agent. Doesn't mean I haven't booked jobs through other agents, but what I found was that if I had stayed the course on that plan, I would have been beaten up so bad. It's highly unlikely that I would be here having this conversation with you today because I'd be off doing something else. Because there's only so much abuse you can take. And sometimes you have to be very discerning, and you have to ask yourself, is this a sign that I shouldn't be doing this? Now, on the other side of that, there are people who every time they hit a bump in the road, they think, oh, nope, don't want to do that. Don't want to, this is too uncomfortable. Okay, this is too uncomfortable because maybe you got a client and maybe for some reason then you lose the client or you have technical problems. It's hard to learn how to use a DAW for maybe some of you guys, or it could be any number of things. And you think, oh, well, like I shouldn't be doing this because it's difficult. Well, no, that's, a few weeks ago, I had another video where I talked about comfort kills. And if all you're doing is seeking the easy way, if you just want comfort and you just want to go with the flow, then you won't accomplish anything because no plan worth its salt, if I may use that term, if it's a good plan, is going to make it an easier road. To accomplish anything is going to require work. So you've got to discern, is this punch in the face because this is just some obstacle that I've got to work through, or is this a sign telling me that this is a really bad idea? And it may take a little while for you to think through that, get some counsel from maybe a professional and somebody just to help you think through that. But, after a while of being in voiceover, it didn't take me very long to figure out that, as I looked around, there were very few people around me who could make a living working using an agent solely as their source of income. And I also found out there are people who would like for you to think that that's how they do, that they follow what the institutional, the voiceover voices say, but, everybody's gonna make a living. Everybody's gotta make a living if you wanna hang around long enough. So, don't get discouraged because here's the thing, if you haven't been yet, you're gonna get punched in the face. It's gonna come, and it's not gonna feel good, and not gonna hurt, and you're gonna be stunned, and your instinct is going to be to turn and run. But before you do that, stop, think about it. Again, maybe you need to seek some counsel on this, but be observant. Look what's going on. Is that punch a sign that says you need to turn and run because this is a bad plan? Or is this just part of life where you've got to work through obstacles and you have to learn and grow? But just get ready because if you haven't been, you will be punched in the face. How you respond will make all the difference. Thanks for being here. If you haven't yet, let me know who you are, where you're watching and listening from this morning. Let's do a little roll call, see what's going on. Rob was first in this morning. Hey, Rob, Rusty in Michigan, Nephi in East Tennessee. We've got Emma in Huntington Beach, Terry in Falston, Maryland, Mike in New Jersey, Melissa, San Diego, Gregory, North Dallas, Susan, Cheyenne, Wyoming, Ethan in sunny Toronto, GS in Longview, Washington, Craig in Wichita, Joe in Rhode Island, Corey, Wisconsin, Michelle in Philadelphia, Tyler's checking in from Springfield, Ohio, Anthony in Phoenix, Greg in Nashville, North Carolina, John, Rhinebeck, New York, Matthew, good morning, David in South Carolina. We've got Dave in New York City. Voice, Dave, I love it. The voiceover blueprint reaping dollar signs. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Yes, and by the way, let me just interject here. This is a very brief commercial break. If you learn more about my coaching, specifically the voiceover blueprint, I do have links to my resources below in the description. But also want to let you know I've got a very special class coming up. It is coming up very soon. We open registration for it's a live event, live training event. Registration is open right now. As of today, there's a link below, and it's a live training event on how to create a pipeline of new clients through social media. So again, I talk a lot about spokes in the marketing wheel. If you want to have a solid ride, you need multiple spokes. You need multiple marketing channels. Do you know how to let me tell you, just say this. Most voiceover talent have no idea how to use social media properly. See it all the time, all the time. Very few understand how to leverage social media as a marketing channel properly and effectively. And if you're not getting the most out of it, then you need to be at this marketing event. As always, the number of people are limited for the live event because we want to make sure we can answer all questions because it's interactive. But I'd love to have you there. The link is below in the description, so get signed up, check it out. Matt in New Jersey, Ralph in Iowa, Jeremy, Nashville, Tennessee, Craig's in Lincoln, Nebraska, Marla in Texas, Matthew in Southwestern Illinois, Bob in Reidsville, North Carolina, Mark in Estes Park, Colorado, Merrill, hello to you in Northern New Jersey, Scotty, punch in the face, let's get after the week from Brookings, South Dakota. All right, Scotty, Phil in Tokyo, Dennis in Pasadena. Keith says, so happy that I'm finally able to join a live stream. I'm usually working right now. Good morning. Well, Keith, good to have you here, man. John, good morning to you. Johnny, good morning in San Francisco. Wally, let's see here. Oh, that's right, it's President's Day, isn't it? You know, I knew that, but I wasn't thinking about it because here's the thing. As a voiceover talent, I mean, like half my clients aren't even in the US. They don't celebrate US holidays. So unless it's Christmas or New Year's, I'm working. I've got a lot of work lined up for today, as a matter of fact. Now, if you don't, get into the voiceover blueprint, get into the live event coming up about creating a social media pipeline to make sure that you get busy and stay busy. Tim, good morning to you in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Jolie, working on my latest audiobook. All right. Hey, hang in there, Jolie. Jess in Austin, Texas. Michael, good morning to you at the Jersey Shore. Matthew, good morning. Theo says, good morning to all on President's Day from lovely Palos Hills. That's Illinois, Chicago. The day job is taking a holiday. So today it's all VO all the time. Love it, Theo. Dale in Atlanta. Ashley in the UK. Hey, Ashley. Let's see here. I lost my place. YouTube. If I don't go fast enough, as you know, YouTube just keeps that live chat scrolling. I've got to talk faster. Let's see here. Scotty, good morning. Mary in New Jersey, good morning. Denise in Long Island. Boy, a lot from the New York, New Jersey area. Venice, Italy. Good morning. Hey, Robin, how are you doing? Good to see you on the stream this morning. Hey, Leo in South Texas. Armando, the Dominican Republic. Dallas checking in. Keith, I'm getting punched right now, and believe me, it's making me fight back real hard. All right, love it, Keith. We've got John in Texas. Joy, hello to you in Southfield, Michigan. Tess in Tequila, Georgia. Alex in Utah. Lewis in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And thank you for the kind remark. Alex. Yeah, you know what? Here, let me tell you something funny. Alex says, I hate social media. Let me be honest with you. I do too. Not a fan of social media for a lot of reasons, but I find it to be extremely helpful to do what I do within voiceover. And it can be it's a powerful marketing channel for me. It can be a powerful marketing channel for you. So whether you like it on a personal level or not, look at it objectively as a business tool because you can really make it work for you. Amisha, hello to you in South Carolina. Keith in Raleigh, North Carolina. Terenzio in Vancouver, British Columbia. Yeah, thanks for being here. Eli. Got my first agent early January. I've gotten 3 auditions, no gigs from them yet, getting no work right now, but that's when it's most important to keep pushing. It is, and it's very important to get additional marketing channels so that you're not always, you can't be sitting around waiting for somebody to send you stuff, auditions, for instance. I mean, that's good that you got that, and congratulations on that. So I'm not poo-pooing that, but what I'm saying is just make sure you're busy getting new marketing channels to make sure that you're always generating activity because that's how you'll get leads, that's how you get clients and get jobs. Robert in New Jersey and Bo in Hinsdale, Illinois. When I think of Hinsdale, I think of there's a what do they call the Oasis, the Hinsdale Oasis off of 295, is that right? And there's a Wendy's there. I've eaten there a couple of times. I'm sure it's not one of Hinsdale's most finest eating establishments. Okay, let's see here. Guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Remember, the punches are going to come. Take a moment, think about it. Is it telling you that you're making a wrong choice, or is it just resistance that everybody meets on the path to success? And then work through it. Have a great one. We'll talk to you soon.